first, it was also unbelievable. Mike Dexter wanted to date me. I know why I started dating him. I just don't know why I did it for so long.
Well, he is the most dope guy in school.
Yeah, and school's over.
This party tonight, Amanda suddenly being single, is fate. Fate has opened me a window.
Yo, I got to have sex tonight. It took me all day, but I narrowed it down to a list of 10 very lucky finalists. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think there'll be any girls there?
Are you kidding me? People may even be having sex tonight.
Get out back way! Huntington Hillside, kiss my ass! Have you seen Amanda Beckett?
Yeah, man, I just saw her in there. I'm thinking about asking her out, boy.
Oh, God, you're a hottie.
I filled this with 7 bottles of vodka last September. It's been in my freezer for...
All right, yo, check it. Time to get busy.
Who does he think he is, Brad Pitt?
And you're like Gwyneth.
But with bigger boobs.
Oh, totally bigger boobs.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs!
Columbia Pictures presents an event 18 years in the making. When you find out who your friends really are.
I don't think she's prettier than Gwyneth. Not even.
What your future really holds.
I am going to have sex with someone at this party.
And how one night can change your life.
I don't know about you, but I really believe that there's one person out there. And for me, it's gotta be Amanda.
There's a mirror right there. Why don't you take a look, okay? You're white.
Guys like us, we are a dime a dozen.
It is fate, but it only takes you so far because once you're there, it's up to you to make it happen.
Amanda?
Can't hardly wait.
Richie has a winning play. Huntington, hey, hey, hey!
Did somebody order a love burger? Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about today. Not Love Burger, but a movie that contains the fictional band Love Burger that never played a song at all, but is still one of the best fictional bands ever. Today on the Nostalgia Funhouse, Will picked for our movie review, Can't Hardly Wait. Hands down, I know it's my favorite. So you can already see my bias. My favorite teen movie of the 90s.
It's up there. Definitely predated like the American Pies and the Road Trips. But this was like, I think the 90s, late 90s precursor to like that next boom of like raunchy teen comedies.
Yeah.
And it's still got a lot of heart to it. It's definitely got its flaws, but I just remember really liking this for an obvious reason. And going back and watching this for a very obvious reason. But yeah, this was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
And Johnny will tell us those reasons why.
What was that reason, Johnny?
All of his flaws.
Oh, man. Well, there are 2 great reasons to watch this, and they're on one person.
Jenna Elfman as the angel?
Yeah. How'd you know? Yeah. Smoke show. I was that very pretty lady. Yeah.
I would say the number one reason to watch this movie is because of all the Scott Baio talk.
There's a lot of Baio talk. Way more than I expected.
A lot of Scott Baio, a lot of Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite. We have a concert here that does cover acts. Like that's basically how they stay in business. They all have these cover bands that come in, and I always love their names. And by far the best one is Barely Manilow.
That is a great name.
Yeah, I'm like, this guy's great. Love it. So I was laughing all the time when Mandy would come up, which we hear that song quite often in this motion picture.
Well, it did come and it gave without taking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about the dog, though. Right.
Can't Hardly Wait. Released June 12th, 1998. A budget of anywhere between $10 to $13 million. At the box office, made $25.6 million.
It's not bad.
Now, you guys, Here's the thing about this movie, though. Like, it is not remotely raunchy, in my opinion. Like, it's
No,
very PG-13 at most.
We do get the one F bomb, just like
we
our
get an
podcast.
F-bomb.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Um.
there's also other F bombs in this that you can't use today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
the
Lots of that.
'90s. Oh,
But it
come
was the
on.
Yeah.
'90s. It was.
It was the
No, I'm just
'90s.
saying, it's like it is definitely of its time for sure.
It's the
Yeah.
'90s. Kind of like when Mr. Belvedere, when you were like, "Hey, why is that kid just walking around randomly?" It's the '80s. We don't keep kids. Nobody kept
I
kids
thought you were talking about that
around.
episode where Mr. Belvedere just kept dropping that F bomb. These kids are a bunch of those.
He would never. Mr. Belvedere would never.
I know he would. That's
Brock
why it's funny.
Toon, Brock Toon would
So
never say anything like that.
I don't know. Maybe this is where Johnny's one of his faults comes in, but I would have to say that probably the biggest fault in this film is I find the main characters to not be that likable. It's definitely carried and picked up by its supporting cast.
Oh yeah,
Um, but the main character is kind of insufferable to a certain degree.
I like.
Like,
He's a creep.
I don't think he's a
it's the
creep.
90s. It's the
I don't think
90s.
he's a creep.
I think they fully establish in the movie that everyone in this community is pining over Jennifer Love Hewitt, which is a very easy thing to do.
Yeah,
Um,
she's incredibly attractive. Like, there's no denying that. I think
but
all of us had some sort of an attraction to her growing up. Definitely one of the uh like crushes that we all had as teenagers is Miss Hewitt there. No denying that. She's very awesome. To this day, by the way. All those people would say she's not great today. I don't know what you're smoking. Still looks great today. But it's just the main character. Like, I think this is one of my. I have these two guys love this movie. I did not. Big spoiler alert. But the one of my main problems is I kept, and I know it's a movie, but it's supposed to be a comedy. I can't think. I laughed a couple times, but I knew it was a comedy from the beats of it. And I was like, man, I just did not find this movie very funny overall. And also, except for I did love the guy who kept stealing things and he kept stealing more ridiculous stuff.
The
Loved
Shermanator.
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I love that bit a lot. That's probably my favorite bit in this whole thing. But the main character, like the way he gets the girl at the end, that would never happen in real life.
How do you
She
know?
didn't know him at all, and he was just a creep pining over. We've all had that crush in high school of a girl that we never talked to. Like, I get that. Like, there's always people you found attractive that you wish you would talk to and you never had the guts to talk to. Like, that part, I think we can all at some point in our life relate to that. But it's just like he writes her this letter, and this letter from this person she doesn't remotely know. She doesn't remember him at all. She has to find out who he is by going around asking everybody at the party who this guy is. Who they all know him, by the way, except for her. And it's just a really, and the fact that at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, like the movie says they're still together to this day. I don't think they got together in the first place if this is real life.
You never know.
I
Good
do
old
know.
Preston. Good
I
old Preston.
100% know
Because, yeah,
this
Preston,
movie is
he-
fiction.
He's kind of tall.
He's a little tallish.
Yeah,
He
he
wears
has hair.
he wears t-shirts sometimes.
And
Yeah.
he's got hair. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got hair. Yeah,
Preston, yeah.
yeah.
That is one of the
And by the way,
best
he's not that bad. He's not a
really
bad
good-
looking dude either, for the record. Like, he's a decent looking guy.
I like Preston.
Yeah, I mean, he does wear his pants like a grandpa, but other than that,
I like it in this movie how kind of each person has their own style in a way.
yeah. Then you
Well, I
definitely
mean,
see,
that was very high school. That was.
yeah, the cliques. You had your.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I laughed pretty hard when Seth Green's friend there approaches that group of individuals,
Oh yes.
and he's trying to fit in with them.
Whoosh.
And then they
Still
run
can't do
after.
that in
Can't
the
do that
90s.
today. No.
Now.
It reminded me very much of Kentucky Fried Movie. There's a bit in that which still
I do
pops
like
me
that
to this
movie.
day. So it definitely reminded me of that. But I like how you clearly had your. I mean, this is definitely a high school
Yeah.
movie. Like
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see this. Like, I was 13 when this came out, so this was like right in my alley. Like, and that's what I think it's like knocking on the door for the raunchier comedies. It's not quite there yet. It's tapping. It's let me in. There's a couple things that are a little outlandish, but
just a tip.
Yeah, just a tip.
What about
But I feel like if I didn't see this at 13, and I didn't grow up in this time period, I wouldn't like this movie nearly as much. But I do
Maybe
like
that
how
maybe
you.
that's my problem because
It could be.
I never watched it before. It's my first time seeing it. I did grow up in this era, but yeah, this movie did nothing for me.
I like how you clearly have your jocks, you
Yeah.
clearly have your nerds, you clearly have your hip hop styled group. You have your hippies.
What is the word that we've heard on another podcast to describe the hip hop group, Johnny?
Oh no, not
No,
that
I'm
one.
not walking into that.
Uh,
I was gonna sit here and play
well,
my NBA 2K and have
I
a great
was
time.
I
You
was
guys think Urban Meyer will ever coach again in the league or no?
no,
No, I
maybe
didn't think so.
college, maybe college. Uh yeah, I was 16. So I think I actually saw this for the first time. Uh once again borrowing my aunt's cheater box to watch like a pay-per-view, and then I would obviously keep it, and then she'd come like Tuesday to come pick it up, or we would drop it off at her house. And I think this is where I saw this movie, and I was like, yes, this movie rocked. Like this movie was great to 16-year-old Andrew, and it's still great to me today. I'm gonna tell you what.
This movie would be good if it was like cut in half. Because I remember I was looking at this movie and I was like, how much there can't be much longer left in this, and there was still half a movie left.
It's I let's get into the good old Plotsky here. So in 1998, senior class of Suburban High School. I can't believe I didn't even realize what it was called. Huntington Hillside High, attending graduation.
Triple H.
Yeah, there
Well,
you
how
go.
could you not remember Huntington? Clarissa tried to explain it to us, all of us,
Because I didn't
over and
listen
over
to
and over again.
Clarissa. I
Oh,
did
okay.
not want the Clarissa girl in my life. I did not want that.
Yep.
So my senior year, the only reason why I got a class ring, a yearbook, and stuff like that is because my mother would go into my book bag and grab out the order forms. And then she would make me give them in. And because she would write out a check. And she said if she didn't see that check cashed, she was going to be pissed. Because I was like, I don't want a yearbook. I don't want a class ring. And she was like, well, you're going to get one anyways. And plus, two, I ordered my class ring too early because the high school that was on the class ring, it was even the high school that I graduated from.
That's funny.
Because Niagara Falls decided to merge high schools my senior year, so that went over real great. But so they're about to go attend a party at a rich class member's house.
Yep.
Among them is Preston Myers, the outsider. That is our main character who plans to proclaim his secret 4-year love for a girl named Amanda Beckett, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt.
He's there with his good friend Denise Fleming, which is kind of odd. You wouldn't really see that too much, having
I
a co-ed best friendship. I don't know.
had it. I had it.
Okay.
I had it
All
with
right.
two. Shout out to Tiffany and Nicole. Tiffany, if you watch a Raw from Buffalo in 19, I think the same year this movie came out, 1998. There's Tiffany and I. She's wearing a tie-dye shirt. I'm wearing a Raiders Charles Woodson jersey. You see us pretty much the whole entire time. You just got to look a couple rows up. So I had the girl that was the best friend, but wasn't a girlfriend.
Okay.
You could do it. You could do it.
Just
I
seems
had
like an odd
I
dynamic.
don't think he's
I
saying that you can't do it. I think it's just kind of rare. It's a
It's
rare
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in a movie. In a movie, like most movies, and I am glad this movie didn't do that because it's cliche to me. But in most movies, when there's like an opposite sex's best friendship,
Oh yeah.
one of them almost always has a crush on the other, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they briefly talk about how they dated, but it was like in eighth grade and it was for a week.
Yeah.
That's
So,
how it always is in eighth grade.
yep, yep.
So Amanda
The
is
long-term relationship back then.
that is true. Amanda, the most popular girl in school, and senior class prom queen has been dumped by popular jock Mike Dexter, which we do not like. Well, he's not
He's
bad.
the predominant member of the what's that family in that Twilight movie? This
I've
is the same actor who plays the
Never
dad.
seen those.
never seen Twilight.
The Cullen. So he plays the father Cullen in the Twilight movies. I was dragged to those by my then girlfriend, now wife.
Nope.
Fortunately to me, during the second one, they really ramp up the is she going to date the werewolf or is she going to date the vampire? And I just remember ridiculing the entire movie and just going, she could pick like a regular guy. Like she doesn't have to do either the monster A or monster B.
A
And
vampire like hundreds of years old and she's in high school.
yeah, it's not problematic at all. So she mid movie got up, walked
I
like three
picked
rows
Jim.
down, and sat down.
I picked Jim. Hey, what's up?
Yep.
What do you do? Nothing.
I go to high school with your
Yeah.
girlfriend. You got born during the Civil War.
I like PS3. That should be out around that time, right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So his classmate William Lyncher targets him, plotting revenge against Mike for years of bullying. Kenny Fisher, wannabe thug. I like how they put that in Wikipedia.
Oh,
Wannabe
that's
thug.
yes.
Who plans to lose his virginity by the end of the night. Uh, William had some horrible pranks played against him. He almost lost an eye. I don't
Yeah.
remember ever seeing too much of that in high school.
Well, he about didn't see anything.
Yeah, and the chocolate pudding incident on the back of
Yeah.
his pants. And why would you keep those pants?
Yeah, or at least wash them. Why don't you wash those?
That's a good point. Plot device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what gets out chocolate? Was OxyClean out?
Seltzer. You get some seltzer. Yeah,
Seltzer?
some seltzer water on there.
Now we're showing our age and the things that we have to clean up when we do laundry.
Yeah.
I'm a big component of the OxyClean and then leaving the washer on soak, so it soaks into the right in the
Yeah.
washer.
Yeah.
Smart.
Very nice. Uh as we
That was our laundry moment brought
That
to you
is.
by.
brought to you by OxyClean. And I've really noticed the thing lately. I think Tubi should sponsor us, and we should only review movies on Tubi from now on because I think our last two movies were on Tubi.
It's just
works
easier
me.
for everybody. Yeah, we don't have to worry about
We
subscription
can all-
fees.
Yeah, we can all afford it.
Yeah, it's all good. Freevee, Tubi, Pluto.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a good freebie. So Amanda wow. They really just jump around in this thing. Amanda
Well,
discovered
the movie, in fairness, the movie jumps around quite a bit.
It is, yeah, it's very, I feel that's the tone too. It's just a chaotic high school
Yeah.
environment. They're going to the party.
It's like an episode of the Ninja Turtles cartoon. Scene after scene after scene after scene.
Very short attention span.
Yeah.
Amanda discovers a letter addressed to her by Preston and is moved
Oh,
by
they really jumped ahead.
Yeah, I told you.
Well, I mean, the house party, really all you need to know is that, like, so he's there, he's
it's
trying
a
to,
party.
yeah, he's just trying to, so Preston's trying to build up the courage to talk to Amanda. There's a couple humorous anecdotes, like the one guy who's like, "Hey, Preston, you remember that time that
Yeah.
you did the thing?" And then Preston gets mad and he's like, "Remember that time I was trying to talk to the beautiful girl? You kept telling me stupid stories." No, I don't remember that one. And then
He
he's just
comes
like,
in great at the end when he talks to Amanda.
"Oh, I enjoyed that. That made me laugh. How could that didn't get you, Johnny? That didn't pop you per se?
No.
It popped him."
Popped him. I didn't care one shit.
Oh, see, here's the part here. Amanda is consoled by her popular girlfriends and realizes she has nothing in common with them and tries to figure out if she has an identity on only being Mike Dexter's girlfriend, which is, I'm not going to lie, which is kind of deep in a way for high school stuff because there's a lot of people that I hung out in high school that I probably wouldn't hang out with today.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, that's kind of her whole existential crisis, and maybe why the letter works is because Preston sees her more than something that everybody
He
else sees her
doesn't
as.
know her. He
No.
doesn't know her. No, he doesn't.
Strawberry Pop-Tarts
Strawberry
speak
Pop-Tart.
volumes.
That's all he
Magic.
knows. He has no idea who she is
Strawberry
as a
Pop-Tart.
person. He doesn't
Strawberry
know her at all.
Pop-Tart.
All he knows is strawberry Pop-Tart. He's
This
never had a
movie-
conversation with her.
This movie is all about faith, though. You gotta take.
Oh God!
It's only gonna take you so far, and then you gotta,
you gotta talk to Scott.
You gotta
Bale.
get going. If I told you how I got Heather by George Costanza in her, I gave her my number, and I was like, "Here's my number. You call me." Yeah, you do. If you don't,
Yeah, shoot your shot. Yes, yes.
But that's
like,
what
he
he's
writes
doing.
a whole letter, like he knows in his letter. He acts like I know you. I know who you are. He doesn't. He does.
Well, that's why they get to know each
thing,
other.
Though.
Oh God, it's a lie. He's a lie. He's a liar. He's a liar.
So
high school's different, though.
Yeah.
High school, you could just go up to some random person and be like, "Hey, I think you're attractive.
And then
let's go out."
Next thing,
And that's how it starts. Like you're not, and they kind of touch on that. Like she doesn't really know who Mike Dexter is either. He's just kind of like a man child, and he's trying to convince his buddies to dump their girlfriends.
Yeah,
so that they can just hang out all summer and run through some.
I would argue she does know him because her main complaint about Mike, is that he hasn't changed in 4 years. Like he still doesn't, like he hasn't grown any.
No, which 4 years of high school you should.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but so she does know him, but Preston does not know her in the least. He just knows that they like the same Pop-Tarts.
It's not bad. By the way, it's a good place to start.
That might have just been the only Pop-Tart she could have got her hands on that morning.
Well,
that might not be her favorite.
And
he doesn't know.
And she also states that she was a nobody at her middle school or junior high. So then all of a sudden she comes to this high school.
Yeah, because she's hot.
And the most popular person. Well, we didn't know she was hot because they kept on.
I feel like
we have eyeballs. We've seen her.
I do feel like she's probably that girl who, like, there was always that one or two people that like glammed up over summer.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
Yeah. She definitely fits that kind of character arc, I believe.
Yeah, there's always that person who, when you go away for like you know them and they look a certain way, and then summer hits and they come back from summer like, wow. Like that does happen in high school because everybody's growing up, right? We're all going through quote unquote the changes and stuff. But to act like she wasn't hot when she got there in high school, we all have eyeballs. Jennifer Love Hewitt in high school, very attractive.
But she probably stayed with them because, like she said, that was her identity. Like who?
Yeah, that part was deep.
there?
Right? Yeah, I'm not arguing that wasn't deep. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that she. Man, like she's obviously very attractive. I do know a lot of people who feel like their identity is in with the person they're with. Like that part I get. Like I think it's I think we've all been in a relationship like that, right? At least once in our life where that's all I kind of am at this moment. Who am I? Like I think that's the deepest part of this movie, like you're saying, is her trying to figure out who she is. And to y'all's credit, that's probably why she does quote unquote fall for Preston, despite the fact that they do not know each other in the least. Because he's acting like, hey, you're much more than what you think you are, which she needed to hear at the time, obviously.
Well, that's probably the guy that she needs, and that's probably why she fell in love with him.
Well, I mean, it worked out. They're still together to this day.
Yeah, because Preston sees beyond the Mike Dexter's girlfriend thing.
He doesn't know her.
Well, he's gonna
why
get
can't
to know
you
her.
not know somebody? Like, why can't you just?
Well, and that's not the problem. The problem is he acts like he does when he doesn't. He gets to know her, obviously. That's the point of a relationship. But he's already acting like he knows everything about her when they've never even had one conversation.
He knows that she's got a cousin who's got a cousin kink.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this guy.
Yeah, he does.
The whole time I'm watching this, right?
Second cousin, and it's through marriage.
I go, did the guy who plays Domingo travel back in time for because it's like the exact same mannerism, looks very similar, same vocal patterns. Like this guy looks like Domingo from SNL right now. Just blew my mind.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Like I had to look it up. I'm like, is it like, are they related somehow? Because they have very similar facial features.
Do you think that's why like there's a lot of stuff going on certain sites we can't mention on here that it's a weird kind of kink that involves people who are related but not really related,
Hey, I don't know.
because he was a second cousin through marriage.
Through marriage. But yeah, and then
I
I
feel
gotta
bad for
say,
Denise at this party, as before we get into more, because this just jumped. I felt really bad for her when they were like, she knew kind of like nobody, and then all of a sudden that girl sits down next to her, and she's like, "Hey, weren't you in my such and such class?" And she
yeah,
got so excited, and she was like, "Yeah." And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she was like, "I told you she went to our
Yeah.
school. Pay up." And I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh,
Yeah.
poor Denise."
typical high school. That would totally happen. I could
She
totally
was,
see
yeah,
that happening.
she was another character that I did like in this movie, but I would say, and the reason that I did like this is she does get called out on it. Like, it's kind of her own fault. She's a very antisocial person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
seems,
yeah,
yeah, but she gets called out on it, which is a good thing.
yeah. And I mean, I like the dynamic between her and good old Kenny Fisher.
I
Oh
will
yeah.
always
Kenny,
like Seth Green. I love Seth Green, so I do like his
yeah,
character.
he was a good
Yeah,
character in this. Like
yeah.
he's gonna get his freak on. He goes to the
Oh,
bathroom to get ready. I also
love
laughed when
Mag.
he's like when he gets his pants wet and he goes, I think she's gonna think I got the premature evacuations. I that had me laughing. Just the delivery of it. But yeah, he's not
Oh
supposed to close the bathroom door upstairs because
no,
it's broken.
no.
Was
So he's
this
up there trying
was
to
this
get his groove going, and then Denise walks in, she closes the door. Now they're both locked in there.
That is
was
correct.
this one of the first things he did? Was this movie? I can't
No,
remember.
Seth
No,
Or did
it's
he
Green.
98.
His
did
So
he
one
this
do
of
came
the
out
Buffy
probably
before this?
yeah, like in probably mid to late '80s, he was in My Stepmom as an Alien. He's
I
been
know
yeah,
he
he
around
was.
for a
I
while.
know he's, but like getting big, like as a name. Like I know
well
he
this came
was. I know he was in like an episode of X Files
I
right before
believe this is a
this.
year after Austin Powers.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Austin Powers was 97, this was
Yeah.
98.
Yeah.
Sequel to Austin Powers was 99, so this was like a boom boom boom, like this is
Yeah.
when he was just starting to get hit big. Um
Buffy
and
the
then he was in a great
Vampire
show called
Slayer.
Greg the Bunny. That's an underrated sitcom I highly
Yeah.
recommend.
He was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer when it was a hit too.
He was in
Yeah.
the movie too. He was a vampire, and probably the first thing that he probably did that actually had was pretty big is another teen movie, 1987. Can't Buy Me Love.
He just loves all these movies. He's in all these movies that start with can't.
Well, he was in
But
Pump
he
Up.
can do a lot.
He was in Pump
Yeah.
Up the Volume.
Oh, he's great. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like Seth
but
I
Green a
mean,
lot.
first thing I
great character in
remember him
this.
in is My Stepmom is an Alien.
And voice of Leonardo at one point.
Yeah, after Jason
Yeah.
Briggs, Teen Movie Guys playing
Yep.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
I love it how they did that, where they're like, "Oh, he must have got injured in his throat or something."
Yep.
That's why
Yeah.
his
Why does it
voice
sound different?
changed.
That's
I
one of the
thought that-
smartest things I've ever seen a cartoon do is like explain why the voice is different.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that,
I'm not even mad at this.
nope.
They get locked in the
Yeah.
bathroom, but they discuss, they reminisce
Yeah.
about their old friendship
Yeah.
because that
Yep.
happens. I thought
See,
that
that
was
was
a
a
big thing.
believable relationship to me. They kind of knew each other before, and they were getting to know each other more. They were actually talking. I like that. All the scenes with those two were probably, for me, my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I liked their dynamic. I also did like the nerds. We
yes.
kept
Yeah,
during the
yeah, yeah,
party. We kept cutting to
yeah.
William's friends that are there.
William slash Billy's my absolute favorite part of this movie. Like his
Yeah,
whole
and
arc is great.
we
But
see him
yeah,
really coming out of his shell. He's kind of been a nerd. He's just letting loose at this party. Probably not a great message saying if you're a nerd and you drink alcohol, you'll be cool. But I digress. But I do like how it keeps cutting to his two buddies
I
that are just sitting on the roof waiting to jump Mike Dexter.
yeah.
They have some nice little banter back and forth. Um,
I love it when they're arguing about when they're setting up the plan, and he's like, "You're Grand Moff Tarkington, and you're
yeah,
Boba Fett." He's like, "Why do I gotta be Grand Moff Tarkington?" That okay. So he then all of a sudden he's like, "Nope, you guys are gonna be kiss dolls." Now, I feel if he was a true collector, he would have called them action figures.
Yeah.
That's
Those McFarlane ones were a little. I remember when those came out, they were part of like the Psycho Circus wave, and they did have real hair. So I could see, like, I always say if it's got hair, like actual like hair, it's a doll.
so if it so what would you we're going way off tangent. But the Hasbro Doink the Clown,
That's a doll.
you consider that a doll?
I do consider it a doll. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got hair plugs, it's a doll.
All right. We
A lot of men out there who are dolls, according to Will.
Yep.
yep,
Yep.
They're hair
Yep.
plugs.
we got
Yep.
a doll.
Yep. You're a doll. What a
I,
guy.
I do like it
Uh
when William finally drinks the beer when he first drinks it.
yeah, and he's
And
like,
he's
"This is
like, the,
bad. The beer has gone bad."
the beer is gone bad. And they're like, nope, it tastes like beer to me. There's like, oh, yeah.
Which I think is another thing we all relate to, right? Like I don't to this day I don't think beer tastes good.
Oh, I love beer.
Especially when you first, it's an acquired taste.
Oh,
I don't
And
like
the
it at
first
all.
time you have it, I remember the first time having it as a kid, I looked at my dad and I go, "Why in God's name would you drink this? This is
did your
awful."
dad give you the sip?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah. See,
yeah.
that's where my first Old Milwaukee. So I got it right out. I got
Oh
it right
man,
out of the way with the Old Milwaukee. Here's a little sip of beer, and then all of a sudden then all of a sudden the dad friends give you a little sip of beer and everything else.
what was he would regularly keep the Jenny. Mine was a Jenny Light,
Oh,
but he'd
oh,
also keep that goddamn cream ale.
oh. They sell
Just
that at Duff's
awful.
here. They sell that at Duff's
It's
here.
so bad.
I tell my son if he could down a can of Jenny Cream of Ale and keep it down, I'll give him $20.
It's awful. Just awful.
That and if they beat Dragon's Lair on one play, I'll give them $100, but they won't take up on that. They understand that one.
They know it's a fruitless effort.
Yeah, but Denise and Kenny, let's say, consummate their new friendship. But
The beast with two backs,
yeah,
if you will.
another great one is when Mike meets Trip McNally, who explains
Yeah.
how Jerry O'Connell, I forgot about him in there.
Yeah, he
Oh
pops
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
And he explains to him that college is a different beast, man. It's not going to be what you think it is. You know, you should stay with your girl. It's not going to be, an all out fun every single time. College girls are different. They get intellectual. I forgot how he said
You get all serious and shit, is what he says.
But what he says the economy, but he says it's something like weird because he's
Ecology. I want to talk about the ecology.
ecology.
Yeah.
And then his greatest advice is to get shower shoes because he has warts all over his feet.
It's good advice.
It's very
Yeah.
good advice. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to shower barefoot when I came back home because you're so used to putting on
Yeah.
the good old
I
shower shoes.
I can see that.
So after that, we got that's when he tries to get back with Amanda. Amanda shoots him down, and then everybody starts hitting on Amanda. And this is probably the best thing in the world, where the guy was like, the first guy just straight up is like, "Hey, why don't you come out to my van with me so I could turn that frown upside down?" Then you got the stoner guy.
Yeah, where he can't even get it out. He's just like, "Hey, would you like? Oh God, you're a hottie.
I mean, can I see you
Can
naked?
I see you naked?" Like, yeah, just
And then the
um,
memory guy is the best, where he's talking
yeah.
about at the sock hop and they were dancing, and he had the hugest boner.
What a wonderful come on.
I've heard it. So my friend Dave has used the pickup line. I'm definitely hitting this with an E. To a girl that we knew from high school. He was intoxicated at the time. Straight up, I think about you when I jerk off.
Oh, how'd that go over?
Not good.
I
Oh, I
wouldn't
thought
think
women
so.
love to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Not good.
yeah.
Good thing she kind of like knew him and knew that was going to come out of his mouth. She laughed it off. But if it was some other just random girl that we knew from high school,
I'm sure she probably went to counseling for such a fact. She probably no sold it and then was traumatized
Yeah.
when she got home.
He's just
Poor
like one
thing.
step. He's one step away from Louis C.K.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
I think we were like, yeah, probably about 15 or 16. He found this bottle of my brother's girlfriend's cherry brandy in my brother's room. He like just started down in the bottle. And then my brother came home and he was not happy about it. See, this is the things I did in high school.
Yep.
So meanwhile, William devises a plan to get revenge, drive him out. While William begins drinking alcohol to fit in and make enough to forget.
Well,
The
this is
imp-
also well before that happens. This is like so. Amanda, she's been like just she's
oh
disgusted.
yeah,
Like all these guys are
Preston.
randomly hitting on her. So then Preston decides to finally come in and he's gonna like confess his love to her with so he says, "Hey, I love you," and she just looks at him and she's like, "All right, enough." Like she still doesn't know who he is, as
No.
Johnny has said multiple times. And then she totally shuts him down. He's all dejected. That's where he leaves. But then after that, I believe it's Amanda looks at the yearbook that Clarissa's been pestering
How we
people all
call it
movie long.
Calissa. Oh,
Um,
he's just referred to as yearbook girl in the
yeah.
casting,
Well,
anyways.
that's
Oh,
I don't think she had. Yeah, I don't think she
she's
had a
Sabrina
name.
to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sabrina,
no,
Clarissa, what have you.
Clarissa.
So she finally looks and sees that the guy she just told off is Preston. So then she's kind of out looking for him as well. Um, and then it ends, yeah, pretty abruptly because then yeah, William he sees the opportunity that Mike is kind of out and down with everybody, like he's kind
Yeah.
of a laughing stock now. So he's gonna kind of like buddy up to him so that they can go through with their plan and jump him and embarrass him. And then as that's kind of going down, all of a sudden, I think this is like your get out of jail free card for high school um, house party movies. It's like the cops show up,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's where things
Well,
come to
also,
a finale.
William and what's that jock guy's name? Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
And actually started kind of becoming friends because they were actually talking,
Yeah.
even though they were both really drunk.
Yeah.
And I think this is the arc that I really like too, is that because I don't act like I absolutely hated the movie, I just didn't like it as much as y'all. But like I do enjoy that they're put in jail and he gets out because Mike basically took the rap for it all. But and you think, oh, these guys are going to be friends. But that's not really what would happen in real life. I don't think either. I think what this movie does in this instance with these two is probably how that would turn out. Because once
Yeah.
Mike's back with his buddies, it's back to the same old, same old.
Yeah.
We forgot about two because Preston one when he sees the cousin kiss her, that's when he leaves and leaves the letter and it magically finds her way to her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
he leaves and then stripper Jenna Elfman dressed as an angel, which I thought was the most bitchiest move in the world. He's trying to call the radio station to find out the meaning behind Mandy because Denise told him it was about his dog. And then Jenna Elfman he puts in his quarter in the payphone, and then all of a sudden she just hangs up on him. And he's trying to get his answer
Yeah.
from Barry
Now,
Manilow.
granted, she's had a rough night. We find she's a lady entertainer. She's
She's
been
a
getting her
lady.
ass pinched.
Andrew, I will say, no, she did try to ask him because she said she wasn't an emergency. She did say that he didn't care. His was obviously not remotely an emergency compared to hers. She's a lady who's dressed very
Yeah,
provocatively
why
in the
would
middle
you
of the
wear
night.
that? Why are you leaving the club?
She just she might not. I don't know. I'm just saying
I've
that's
seen
what she's
Players
in.
Club. There's a changing room.
That's
I'm
true.
just saying that's
Changing
what
room.
she's in, and she needed a ride because her car broke down, and it's in the middle of the night. She shouldn't be out there by herself. So I think
Because it looked
for
better
her
that he got
safety-
advice from an angel.
Yeah, I think that was the whole reason. But I do like her Scott Baio story. But she does teach
Yeah.
though that faith will only get you so far, and you gotta take that extra leap. You gotta open up your mouth when you see Scott Baio and see if he's really in love with you.
Interesting.
But I love it how she completely misinterpreted the whole thing, where she thinks
I,
that he's in love with Barry Manilow.
I did Google is Barry Manilow's song Mandy about his dog.
And
The answer is no. The actual song's original title was Brandy, and it was written by two. Like he didn't even write it. It was written by two other people, Scott English and Richard Kerr. English initially made a joke to a reporter about the song being about his dog to get the reporter off his back, but then the story kind of went on from there. So it was a joke that kind of became urban legend.
Be funnier if he actually if Preston got to talk to Barry Manilow, and then he was just like, I don't know what the song's about.
Yeah, I didn't write it.
And just sang the damn thing.
Yeah.
It also would have worked with the theme of the movie,
Yeah.
even if they did go that way. They could have
Yeah.
taken it a step further. Now Andrew here has told us that there's
Oh,
a
the watermelon.
deleted scene. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a scene where when Amanda's trying to find out what Preston looks like, she's getting great advice from these two hippies. One of them, played by Jason Segel,
Out of
um,
nowhere. Shows up out of
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's eating a watermelon, and they're giving her like your cookie cutter basic advice of what Preston looks like. That he has hair, that he wears t-shirts sometimes,
Sometimes.
that he's tallish. He's kind of tallish. Um,
Oh, so you
but yeah, why perhaps is Jason Segel dining on this sweet melon? Now, question: does he put salt on that sweet melon to give it a little twang?
No, he did not put salt on it to give it a little twang.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so if you'll discover definitely in the trailer, but in the trailer there is like the deleted scene because sometimes they put stuff in trailers that don't make it in the movies. He comes like into the kitchen and he's got this huge watermelon, and he's like, I've had this watermelon in my, I think he said fridge or freezer since February, full of vodka, and he holds it above his head as you should. And then all of a sudden, some guy hits it and it just falls right to the ground. So that's why he's
Okay.
constantly eating watermelon because he filled it with alcohol.
Okay.
So he's got the double whammy going. And
Yeah.
I do like the Velma talk. That was probably
Yes, that was a
Oh,
nice
yeah,
little.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
A lot of
there's a,
believable dialogue in this, like teenage
the
kind
salt.
of dialogue.
Oh, the salt was so great when William's drunk out of his mind and he's talking to the other hippie dude, and he's like, "Do you see the salt on the pretzel?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Do you see the stars in the sky? Maybe the stars are just God's salt." And I'm like, that would have blew my mind if I was underneath the
I
influence.
couldn't roll my eyes back behind my head
Oh,
anymore at that part.
oh
But
come on.
I want to bring up.
Oh,
Did you guys know that Barry Manilow, like he does some of the most well known jingles that we know of for commercials.
probably.
I was blown away
Yeah.
by this. He did Stride X's. He did Band Aids. I'm stuck on Band Aid because Band Aid stuck on me. He did Like a Good Neighbor. State Farm is here.
Here.
He's, yeah, this is
I thought it was
crazy.
there.
Oh, it is there. I read it wrong. It's me. It's on me. It is there. Well,
Okay.
maybe State
Don't
Farm's here.
worry.
You don't know.
Don't worry, Archie. We
Maybe,
got you.
maybe the stars are like State Farm.
Come on, you never had somebody talk to you like that where it's like,
Yeah, and I rolled my eyes when they did it.
oh, come on. I loved it when I was like underneath the influence and you would think of crazy things to do.
Well, maybe it's because maybe no, I definitely have gotten very drunk before, but none of
Oh,
that ever occurred to me.
Because it's always stuff that like sounds like it's super deep, but then when you
Yeah,
really think about it, you're like, that was dumb.
yeah.
That's why I
I'm not
loved
saying
it. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
not
that's
saying it wasn't. I'm not saying it's not realistic.
Yeah.
so the like we said, please bust him. William gets out. Next morning, William sees Mike at the diner, thanks him for that, and Mike acts like he remembers nothing from the previous night.
Yeah,
And that's
Uh,
where we get our nice little catch you up to date, where we learn that William he invented like he's some kind of PC
yeah.
tech
Formed-
billionaire. He's married to a supermodel,
Yep.
so he's doing great. And then
Worth $40 million.
yep, we cut to Mike Dexter, who's doing his best hand eye or hand
Oh, calls him
glasses.
Urkel. How
Yeah,
did you guys
yeah,
feel
yeah,
about that? Oh, okay.
checks out. Yeah,
compliment.
yeah,
Call me Urkel. That's a compliment.
yeah. So, and then we learn that he's not doing great. I think he got fired from the car wash or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, from the
Mike
car wash because those pictures got out. Yeah,
that's right.
Mike goes to college, but after drinking too much, loses his football scholarships, ends up 40 pounds overweight, working at a car wash. a job he loses when incriminating Polaroid surface.
Yes, yes.
And then we
Um,
get Denise and Kenny.
and they're
And
having a nice little awkward interaction with the cold foam coffee there. And
was that cold foam? I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
cold
Is it
foam
just
was
like
around. I thought it was whipped cream from like hot chocolate or
it could
something.
be that? Either way.
I love how you
So,
went cold foam.
of
Is that,
course.
is
But
that your pumpkin spice answer?
that is my pumpkin spice
Is it
answer.
pumpkin spice cold foam?
So we find that they're awkwardly sitting there, and then it says 5 minutes later, Denise dumped Kenny, and it says 10 minutes later, they found a bathroom and got back together, and then right after that, it cuts to the klepto guy, and he's like coming into the diner, and he's
He
trying to
steals
steal
a
like the
gun.
whole gumball machine.
Yeah, he steals a gumball machine. That was pretty funny. I did laugh at that.
I love how they just didn't even give him like a name.
That's
A
what
lot
makes
of
it
the
funnier is
characters, yeah,
they don't acknowledge him because he's stealing all this stuff in the background. I think that's my favorite part is that
yeah,
he's
yeah.
and he's stealing stuff. The stuff he's stealing gets more and more ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of these characters that are in this, like they're just kind of there. Like the Love Burger, we don't really
I,
know them. They're just
yeah,
constantly fighting over their
Yeah,
look and their appeal.
identity. They never
Um,
play a song, but
nope.
so they get into a fight over the t-shirts. They never play a song, and then out of nowhere, the one guy is like, "Hey guys, what do you guys think about a reunion?"
Yeah,
Nothing big, couple of new songs, and then
we'll
the
play
other
the hits.
yeah,
yeah, and then the other thing that was great too was this is probably the most high school thing in the world when it comes to like a band or you're doing anything, and they're like, "Hey, I heard so and so is going to be here," and his cousin's
Yeah,
roommate's second cousin, like one of those wild things, is a scout for a record company in Los Angeles. We could
yeah,
yeah.
deal tonight.
And like the one guy's dressed up like the Beatles from the 60s, the other guy's dressed up like a cowboy.
yeah.
Like you could tell that they're at odds with their band's
Identity.
appeal. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I do like that they're basically in that spin of a party, and one night they're a whole VHS behind the music.
yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Yep.
Like
Their
you
upward
said.
trajectory, their fallout.
What was the original guy that came out with the Guns N' Roses? That guy looks familiar too.
Yes. I was looking to see if he would
Oh,
be
remember the guy
listed
who
in
has
here.
who plays the radio? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't find him in the cast. But he's one of those faces. Yeah, he looked very familiar. Oh wait, here he is. They have him credited as headbanger. Um, let's see anything that pops up that I would have seen him in.
He
Oh, he was in Austin Powers International Man of Mystery. He was in 8 Mile, The Nutty Professor.
wow.
So
the
I
night.
think in Austin Powers he was one of the henchmen.
Oh,
Just kind of a throwaway role.
Those are big movies, you
Oh,
know.
he was in a Dick Tracy special. Very very apropos to our William character.
Oh man, so they're 6 degrees right next to each other.
And I know,
yeah.
look at that.
They're just doing all the a lot of Dick Tracy going on. But to kind of end up the movie, we get so after all that, we get the train station. Preston's there. He's about to leave, and Amanda asked him about the letter. He confesses that he writes it. Uh, but he's supposed to be departing for a workshop with Kurt Vonnegut. What is with Kurt Vonnegut? Because isn't that the author from Orange County too? That Colin Hanks character found the book and it changed his life.
Kurt Vonnegut is one of those authors that a lot of how can I explain? Like a lot of kids, teenagers, when they discover it, they think that makes them deep in a way because they think it's like and there's nothing wrong with it. I've never read any of it, but I think actually I think I actually did buy a Kurt Vonnegut book. Don't ask me which one. I don't remember, but I never read it.
It
He's
was
got
I was
nothing
just,
on Garfield Does Mondays.
I'd rather read Garfield Does Mondays 100 times, and I did compared to that.
Yep.
I went looking for Emerald Twilight. Does that count up there with Kurt Vonnegut?
Well, you didn't like Twilight.
No,
Yeah,
the
but you
Emerald
saw it.
Twilight, the small series of Green Lantern that led to Kyle Rayner.
Oh yeah,
And then
That's much better than Twilight.
I got
Yeah,
a
that's a
chuckle.
lot better.
I got a chuckle out of the guy at the comic book store because I was like, "Do you have any Emerald Twilight? Like anything there?" He'd be like, "Oh, it's in the back issues." And he took me over there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it jumps all the way to 52." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the good old Kyle Rayner." And he kind of was like, "Huh." So I don't know, is it a bad huh or a good huh? But but they go to say goodbye, but then Preston runs after her, and then they kiss, and then
Yeah,
and
because that
then
would
Very
happen.
awkward kiss too.
It should be
he's
awkward.
not
They
sure.
don't
He's
know each
not
other.
sure. He's not sure. But several hours later, Preston boards a train to Boston. Amanda
Oh God, he's a creep.
writes him a letter for
Every
every
day.
day he is away. They
Would
remain
not
together.
happen. Would never have
I was
happened.
just
I
talking, not
like
like
it.
not
I
like I'm
like it.
talking the awkwardness was the physicality of the kiss. Like Preston's got a hold of Jennifer Love Hewitt's face and he's
Yeah.
not letting go. And like as they're kissing, like he's just kissing her top lip like that, and he's kissing like the section of skin between the nose and the mouth.
Yeah.
And then like it pans out and you could tell her she doesn't know what to do with her hands. So what do I do with
Ricky
my hands?
Bobby.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And she like
So,
slowly just puts them around Preston's waist.
well, Preston didn't want Eric Matthews after her because I think this is during a time where Will Friedle and her were dating. So,
Oh, okay.
I
Could be looking
I
over his shoulder there.
like this ending. I thought it was very nice. It
ugh.
wasn't dialed up Amanda either. So it showed
No.
that he
Even her,
She's
even
really
her
not
young-
dialed up at all in this movie. She's
Well-
very like natural beauty. Like I don't
Yeah,
think she's
she's
wearing
but
a lot
she's
of
just an
makeup
attractive person.
but
Yeah.
she's not like wearing the clothes. Like she
on. Oh, I
looks
see what
like
you're saying. Yeah, she's
She's wearing
she's
like
wearing
a
a
t-shirt.
she
Yeah.
looks like she's going shopping at Walmart, not Target.
yeah.
Let's
That's
just
that
put it
shirt,
out there like
That
that.
shirt look she got it from a grandmother. It was like two cats
Yeah.
dressed up some weird fucking thing.
That shirt did stand out to me too.
Yeah. It's very peculiar.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the one F-bomb we got in this? I thought it was well
I
placed.
don't even remember hearing it.
So wait, it's when Denise is saying goodbye to Preston. She's asking him if he ever gave the note to Amanda, and he said no. And she's like, okay. And he's like giving her a hard time about Kenny. And then he's like, well, maybe it's for the best, fate works out sometimes. He goes, especially in your case. And she says something along the lines of, yeah, fate can work in really fucked up situations. He goes, yeah, especially in your case. And that's when after that, she walks into the diner, and that's when it says that her and Kenny are going to get back together in 10 minutes time when they find a bathroom.
It's like the shit in Transformers movie. Like
Yeah.
unless I explain it to somebody, nobody catches it.
Yeah, it was right at the end of the film.
It's no Raphael yelling damn, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I gotta say this was a great soundtrack though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, great 90s track listings.
I can't remember if I had any other notes. Nope, that's it. Other than what pretty much we talked about. So I did read that in 2019, Jennifer Love Hewitt did mention that she was trying to, or that they were looking into making a sequel to this, which
Why?
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Doesn't need it.
Because
it doesn't have the fan base. This is definitely a hidden gem, I think. It doesn't have the
hidden
clout of
something.
Porky's or
I'm sick of
American Pie.
Oh, I'm so sick of American Pie, American Reunion, American Wedding, American
Yeah, they
Baby.
yeah.
Nobody
So
cares.
that's a franchise that I agree with you on this. We should be done with.
We're done. We did American Pie. We did American Pie 2.
Should have stopped
Pie
there.
Reunion. And then American. Nobody cares. We're done.
Agreed.
American Pie got to the point where it was almost like National Lampoon, where it's like they would make these awful movies and it was like National Lampoon such and such.
Yeah.
And they were awful. They were like straight to DVD. And like they tried to do that with American Pie, where it was like American Pie's Band Camp, American Pie's Summer Mile, American Pie. It was awful. And I think the only common thread was Eugene Levy.
No,
like, the man will just take money.
And then it was like a Stifler. It was in like one, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, Stifler.
It was
It
a
was supposed to
Stifler.
be-
It wasn't the Stifler.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like his little brother from the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
or like
grown up.
a cousin or something like that. It just never worked out.
Yeah, this is a one and done. It doesn't need anything else.
Yeah, I think a lot of these movies should be like that are like this should be one and done. Like I absolutely love Superbad, and it doesn't need a sequel, right?
No,
Like,
No,
it's-
it would.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, definitely not. So who would you guys play?
I gotta go William.
William?
Good old William. I like
Nice.
that character quite a bit.
Wouldn't have to change your name.
Nope.
No,
It's nice and simple.
that's nice.
Yeah. Could be like Norm when he's like, yeah, just call my characters Norm because I'm not gonna answer to anything else.
Oh man, I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Really? There so many great characters.
I guess man,
Do you need a minute? Because I got mine.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm Preston. I think I was Preston pretty much in high school without the whole Kurt Vonnegut thing and stuff like that.
I don't think you are. I think you're much better than that.
No, I think I was.
I think you're putting yourself down saying that,
I
and I
think
will not stand for it.
Preston, he's just that middle of the road guy in high school. You know, people know who he is, but he's not popular. I think that's where I was.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anybody's ever has anything negative to say about him. He's
Yeah, you
just
never
kind
had
of
anything
like
bad. Yeah.
he's just
No,
there.
I think
So
Preston. I just like the character Preston. I had a kind of like an Amanda Beckett in high school, but I actually knew her. Like we actually like would talk, but she was like the
Yeah.
popular girl, and I'm so glad I didn't pursue that. So
yeah, you're
much
better
better
off.
much better with what I have now. I told
Yeah.
Heather today because I watched this twice and I was finishing up the second time, and she was just woke up to go to work, and two different schedules where I'm hyped at 4 o'clock in the morning because I just got out of work and she doesn't want to hear anything. And I was like, Heather, you're my Amanda Beckett. And she just kind of shot me a look like, go shut up. So
That's a compliment.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I tried to explain
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't matter what you say at that hour because my wife and I are on very similar schedules
Yeah.
where like I'm an early bird, she likes to sleep in. So anytime I try to like I have to remind myself, I'm like, don't even talk to her for like an hour
Yeah.
Yeah.
because nothing I say is gonna go over well. Even if it's the sweetest thing ever, she'll just look at me same thing, like look at me like, just shut up. Just shut up.
But I did see her sneaking peeks of this movie over her because she likes to drink her coffee and play her I don't know whatever game she plays on her phone, but she was peeking up and looking at different things. So I was being a good husband. I was like, when it was coming up to the epilogue things, I was like, you got to keep on reading. Oh, there you go. Okay, now you're good.
Yep.
See, gotta
I
be.
don't know how you. I don't know how you watched this twice.
Oh, I could watch it again. I
Oh
could
God, I don't
watch
know
this a
how.
million
This is
and
enough
million
for me. I
times.
do not need to ever see this again.
Oh, so who are you
Ever. I got
on?
everything. I don't. One of the cops.
Even one of the cops, I think the cop that actually has the speaking role that finds them, I
Yeah,
think
I'll be
he's
that guy.
pretty familiar too.
I'll be that guy. That works.
Wow.
The one who gets the hug from William, so Will can
So
hug me.
we're gonna leave Johnny last for this one. What do you want to give it out of there?
Wait, no.
What?
What we ask every movie from
Oh
Will.
yeah.
Oh, I mean,
It can't be. I'm going to say this too. It can't be Jennifer Love Hewitt because that's just an easy answer.
Oh, you
okay.
could go pumpkin spice. Go cold
I,
foam pumpkin spice.
I can respect that. Um,
I could tell you who I thought was the best out of Jennifer Love Hewitt. That Jamie Presley.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The best
Yeah,
thing was I was watching it
she's
with
pretty
my
good.
older I was watching with my older son and he saw her and he was like, "Is that Joy?" I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, it is." From My
Yep,
Name Is Earl.
yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know what? I'm either gonna no, yep. I'm gonna go just because her role was that much bigger. I'm gonna go Jamie Presley. Um, I've always been a sucker for Selma Blair, but she's so in this so her role is so minute. She's
Yeah.
just upset that William got to go in the closet with the other two girls, and she's jealous of those two girls. But yeah, I'll go Jamie Presley. She was looking pretty nice in all her leopard print glory.
I
Yeah.
wonder who the other girl was. The one I forgot her role, but she's got like the freckles on her face and she was wearing like a brown shirt with like the dragon like most people wore back then. Oh, I gotta rewatch it.
Oh yeah. Good luck with that.
It's way better than Homeward Bound.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
So,
I can't believe you're an insane person for saying that.
what do you want to give it out of, Will?
I give this a 3.5 out of 5.
No, what out of what though?
Oh, out of what? The vodka-soaked watermelons.
Okay.
I give this 3.5 vodka-soaked watermelons out of 5.
It's a 5 out of 5 vodka soaked
Oh,
watermelon.
good Lord.
That's a
Oh,
lot of vodka.
This is my favorite teen movie, man, of the
I'm so
90s.
drunk.
This is my favorite
Go,
one.
Andrew, go home. You're drunk.
Yo,
You're drunk, Andrew.
I might watch it when I'm drunk.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
good way
God.
to view this motion picture.
I think this is just great. I like these movies like this where it's just kind of like the weird guy and it kind of works out for him in the way. Like I think that's why I like that one movie that I told you
Yeah,
to
I
check
love
out,
movies
the
that
way,
show
way,
that
way
you're.
back.
Yeah,
But
if you
I
just
like
be,
this.
if you just be a creep, it'll work out for you. You're right. Yeah.
It's just a great high school movie. I feel this. That's what.
Oh man. All right, so I don't think this is the worst movie we've done on this show. It's definitely better than some other movies that we've done. And there's a lot of aspects of it, like I've said, that I did enjoy. Uh, I just think it could have been funnier, or I think they could have made the lead character more likable, maybe a little less creepy, but maybe that's me looking at it in a year 2025 lens instead of a 1998 lens, because I didn't see it in 1998 when it came out.
To be honest with you, like I think that was the style back then. Because even if you look at Jason Biggs' character in American Pie, he's kind of the same way.
Oh,
he's
he is
kind
a
of
creep.
creeperish. Yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely a creep. Yeah,
So
that's why
that
he's not
was-
my favorite character on that movie.
Oh no,
My favorite character is the pie.
Whoa.
hot damn, literally.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got the jokes today. So this isn't a 1. It's better than a 1 vodka soaked watermelon. Is it a 2 vodka soaked watermelon? This is where I'm trying to, or am I going to be a go 1.5? That's what I'm trying to decide between. I think, in the interest of this having Seth Green, Jennifer Love Hewitt, the guy constantly stealing things in the background, which I did love, the band that never actually plays a song but goes through a whole VH1 behind the music. These are aspects that I did enjoy about this movie. I will give it a 2 for those things alone. So I'm giving this 2 vodka soaked watermelons, but I have zero need or urge to ever see this again.
This is this guy Brandon Collins on Rotten Tomatoes. I was reading the reviews. It's very mixed reviews, but after listening to you, Johnny, I feel like you and Brandon Collins feel the same way. I did chuckle a few times, but I was mostly disturbed. 2 out of 5.
Yeah, which not wrong. Like I said, I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of
that
my
works.
positive emotions about this is for when I saw it, and when I saw it, that didn't strike me as unbalanced. Like I remember, like you guys all said, pining after girls that we felt were out of our league, and
Yeah.
thought if we could just make
Yeah.
one huge romantic gesture, everything would work out. From Will's high school drama, it never did.
No.
Nope.
Never worked out.
Nope,
Never worked
same.
out. Yep. So,
One day. It worked out in the end, though. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
because it was fate that it wasn't supposed to.
there
work
you
out.
go. It was
There
fate.
you go.
It
Exactly,
wasn't
Mondo.
supposed to. Because how are you going to meet your wife if that was going to work out?
This is true.
So
Yeah.
it was fate that it did not work out. See?
Yeah. See, it
See?
all comes
Profound.
together.
It all comes.
And I
Just
was,
like-
and
Just like the stars being God's salt. It's so profound.
yeah.
yeah.
It's the
Now you could also be barely Manilow if you really want it hard enough.
it's the watcher for you right there.
Yeah.
You can only watch but never interfere, but yet they
Yeah.
always interfere.
Yeah, shout out to Barry's dog.
Brandy.
But that is
Which
Can't
I-
Hardly Wait. And
Which
John,
ironically was what was in those watermelons.
I like a good vodka soaked watermelon. I'm more of a rum watermelon guy.
I don't do alcohol at all, but
Oh, I'm
I
not.
mean, I
I'm
like
not,
watermelon a lot though.
I'm not a big drinker, but you get me at a party setting and you get a couple of beers going. If one beer goes down good, my thing is if one beer goes down good in a party setting, there's going to be multiple beers going down good.
Yep, it's all about the company and if they're having strawberry flavored Pop Tarts or not.
Yep. And fucking soak
That's all
watermelon.
you need to know about somebody.
And
You know that, you know
and
everything
what
about them.
was that was the other thing. What was that guy really doing with all that whipped cream?
No, it's a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done whipped cream. I've made pancakes.
Oh, you never
You never did the
never
bikini like in Not Another
yeah.
Teen Movie?
You never done the
No.
Varsity Blue? That's Varsity Blues technically. They
Yeah.
took it from that. Yeah.
I like the version in Not Another Teen Movie better.
I was told I jumped pickle juice on my head one time.
Do you know who it is on Varsity Blues that does that though?
Isn't it Shannon Elizabeth?
No,
Oh.
it's the other non-hot chick. I didn't think she was
Oh, Amy Smart. That's right, Amy Smart. I
I
forgot
didn't
about
think she was that hot.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Andrew's just dropping insane bombs today.
Nah, I never found Amy Smart attractive either.
What's wrong with you?
There was the other girl like an American Pie, the one that ends up with
My buddy compared her to Droopy Dog once, and I could never not unsee it.
yeah.
Your buddy's an idiot.
I don't
And
No,
I love
no,
Droopy
no.
Dog.
Well, not in a sexual way, but
That's like my friend.
Don't judge me.
I don't like to drink Coors. I don't like to drink Coors Light because my friend was like, "Hey, did you ever notice Coors Lights taste like if you're eating peanuts off of a tin shovel?" I was like, "No," and then I took a sip and I was like, "Yeah, it's kind
We
of
all
like
have
salty
we all have,
metallic."
we all
Yeah.
have things that our friends have ruined for us.
this is true.
Yeah, I don't see anything with her. Why? Because she's blonde? Not no.
No, I never. Even in Varsity Blues, I'm like, I wouldn't dump her for the other one.
What's the girl in American Pie that everybody was like, "Oh, she's hot," and then I was, oh,
Shannon Elizabeth.
Ken and Elizabeth.
oh,
Yeah. She was the
She
one
is
that
hot.
she was the one with the webisode with
Yeah,
Mr. Biggs.
that was so advanced if you think about that.
Really was for the time, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
or Mena or Mia Savina or whatever her name is. Everybody was like, she's hot. I was like, no, no.
Who?
She played the choir girl, the one that what's his face went out with. I forgot what his name was.
Yeah,
cross player.
Cross guy.
Yeah,
She was in American Beauty.
yeah. That's a good movie. She just wasn't. Nah.
I can't watch it anymore. Thanks a lot, Kevin Spacey, and your terrible life choices.
Can you watch WrestleMania 20?
Yeah, that one I can. That one I can separate.
I'm so sorry. I just had to throw that out there.
Usual Suspects ruined. Thanks a lot.
But WrestleMania 20, double homicide.
That's fine. That's okay. I can watch it.
Suicide homicide. Works good in my book.
Oh, he's dead now.
Okay.
He can't be held accountable anymore. Kevin Spacey's still running around out there with Bryan Singer having a good old time.
Okay. And Bryan Singer ruins it.
They just have like a group text. all,
Yes.
all the people that are like that.
Yep.
One big group text.
Well,
Bill
they work
Cosby
together a
pops in.
lot. Yeah, yeah. They
They
work
let,
together on
they let
Superman
Louis CK
Returns.
They let Louis C.K. see the chance, but he can't participate.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's it. that's the show. As we need a
Yeah, so make sure you check out our social medias.
Yeah.
Andrew does a fantastic job there on the Facebook page and on the Instagram page. There's a little podcast called Foot Clan Follies if you like Ninja Turtles. It's hosted by two actual members of the Foot Clan, so probably should check that out if you got a chance. And there's a YouTube channel, Andrew.
Yes, the Nostalgia Funhouse YouTube channel. You get to see the video of the episodes that we do. Also, Retro Fantasy Football should be starting back up next month as well. With that being said, Can't Hardly Wait is the greatest movie ever made.